Welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation's Live Fitness Friday. I'm Danielle Palo. I am covering for Krista Ellis, who is typically who you would see on camera. But it's so nice to see everyone here today. Quick plug here, if you haven't seen it already, to download our Parkinson's Foundation exercise recommendations by visiting parkinson.org/exercise. PD Health at Home is presented by the Light of Day Foundation, whose generosity has made this programming possible. The Parkinson's Foundation provides weekly educational and wellness programs virtually through our PD Health at Home series, including Mindfulness Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, and Fitness Fridays. As a reminder, all programs are held at the same time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. You can learn more and register for these programs by visiting parkinson.org/pdhealth. For today's Live Fitness Friday, we have invited Corey here, who will be on camera in just shortly. Corey has designed February's Fitness Fridays to build upon one another. So be sure to visit his previous Fitness Friday videos by visiting parkinson.org/pdhealth, like you see here on the screen. Today, we will be integrating the whole body during our movement session. So I'll let Corey share more with you about what we'll be covering for today, and he will get us moving. So Corey, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for everything that you do for the Parkinson's community.
Yes, Danielle, thank you for having me. It's good to see everybody. Nice to see faces. Welcome. And then also thank you all for giving me the time to walk you through some exercises. And we're going to go over a few things. So we will start in a chair. So I want you to make sure that you do have a chair and you're seated. Also, we may use a hand towel or a small hand weight. So if you want to use something like that, have it by. And give you an example of a hand towel, big enough to get both hands onto it. And it's going to give us some good feeling and proprioception within our hands and help us move a little bit better. And you can use anything, a water bottle, anything that both hands can fit on. Also, what I really want you to make sure you do today is we want to focus on pain-free range. So think about your body and how it feels when you go through these exercises. If you start to feel pain in any areas, what I want you to do is try two things. So let's say if I had you move your arm up and down and you started to feel a little pain in that joint, what I want you to do is try to go smaller. So not as big with that motion, so pain-free, or just slow it down. Take your time as you go throughout that range of motion. And what I'm going to try to do is give you the first section is going to be totally in the chair, and then I'm going to give people the opportunity to stand up if they'd like. If you have any questions, just think about that. Go ahead and throw them in the chat. That way, when we finish with our exercise, we're just going to do a little Q&A. I'm going to see what maybe spoke with you today. Did you learn something new? Is there anything that you want to try to incorporate into your daily routine? So today, the title is basically integrating your whole body into your workout. Some of the stuff we do today, you're going to be able to do that as a morning warm-up. You're going to be able to incorporate that into your power big moves. You're going to be able to incorporate that into your boxing moves, or you're going to be able to incorporate it before you go out on a long walk. So give me a thumbs up if you're ready to start. Yeah, we're ready to go? Okay, we're going to get into that chair. All right. So while you're in your chair, all I want you to make sure is that you can reach out and not really touch anything. So just move those arms out to the side, around, turn, wiggle around. Make sure we're not hitting anything in our distance. Good. Okay. Now with your hands, you can bring them onto your thighs, or you can bring those hands out onto your chair. First thing I want you to do is just try to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to keep on inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Keep breathing, and as you breathe, I want you to kind of feel the space around you. Okay, can you feel your feet in your shoes or your feet on the floor? Can you feel that buttocks of yours resting into the chair? Good. Let's do a couple of more deep breaths in. Exhale out. One more. Inhale and exhale. We're going to continue with our warm up, and we're going to do what's called a push-off drill. So this is a really good drill that you can utilize before you wake up in the morning, or if you know you're going to go on a long walk. So what I want you to do is first take one foot and just gently push it into the ground. Good, and relax it. And then when you push down, we don't want to push down too much to where it makes our body go really far back. So just get a little bit of pressure of your foot into the ground and then release it. Almost like we're making a big footprint into the ground and release. You might feel a little bit of that musculature on your leg as you push that foot down into that footprint. Good. Try one more. Press that right foot, one foot down in the ground and release. Okay, now I want you to think about your foot having its footprint. And I want you to think about that heel coming up and off the ground and pushing back down to that footprint. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a side angle. Bring that heel off and out of that footprint and bring it back down. So this is a push-off drill. And I just want you to keep on bringing that heel up and down. This is what helps keep our momentum going forward as we walk. Heel out of that footprint, back down. Give me two more. Out, back down, but go on your own pace. Good. Let's switch legs. Let's think about that other foot digging down into the ground, making a footprint, almost like you're stepping into sand, and then release it. Good. Down into the ground and release. One more. Press down into the ground and release. Now go through that push-off drill. Bring that heel out of the footprint or off the floor and back down. Out and back down. You can even put a hand on your thigh and think about that thigh also coming up into your hand as you go down and up into that push-off drill. Good. Go for two more for me. Last one and relax it. Okay. Now another warm up that we're going to incorporate is just, I call it a shoulder reset. Sometimes gravity can just pull us down, right? And we can look like a clothes hanger where the gravity's pulling our arms down. So what I want you to do is take one shoulder and I want you to gently lift that shoulder up to your ear or towards your jaw and then just let it fall back into place. Don't pull it down. Bring that shoulder up to your ear and back down. Now, this is a good one too if you're going to go into some boxing, just trying to get those shoulders a little bit more loose and not pulled down. Good. Shoulder comes up to your ear. Let it fall into place. One more. Up to your ear. Let it fall into place. Now let's switch sides. Think about that shoulder or that top of your shirt coming up towards your ear and back down, up to your ear, back down. Good. Go for 10 more seconds. Just slowly focus on your shoulder moving towards your ear and away. And try to get one more in. Good. Relax. Okay. Now we're going to take one hand off of our thigh, and all I want you to do, take that hand and kind of feel into the center of your chest, or feel right where your belly button is. Or feel right where your chin is. Understand where the midline of our body is. Now let's take that arm and let's just swing it across the midline of our body and then bring it back down. Good. You can focus on that hand swinging past your belly button, past the center of your chest, or going past that chin of yours. That's it. Now, this is a great warm up too if you're going to go out for a walk. We got to get that corporation of getting that arm of ours across the midline of our body. Give me one more and relax it. Okay, let's take that other hand, wiggle it out to the side. Good. And let's bring it across that midline. That's it. Focus on it, whether it's your chin, your chest, or your stomach. Bring that hand and arm across it. Give reference. Let that brain know where your arm is and where the rest of your body is. Two more on this side. Now bring both down. Now let's make it a little bit more difficult just by alternating. So we're going to swing one in front and then the other. Good. Focus on the midline of your body, crossing through, getting that alternating movement pattern going in. Make it as fast or as slow as you want. I just want it to feel comfortable and relaxed. Okay. Now let's keep going, but I want you to give your body a little bit of a turn. Turn that midline of your chest, chin, or belly button as you swing that arm. Good. You may notice that you're getting a little weight shift in there too, and that's all right. It's good. All right, I want you to go for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And like shake everything out. Think about moving your body inside your shirt. That's your arms, your chest, your back. Good. Get a feeling. It's great to use our skin as a receptor and understand where it is in time and space. All right. So if you want to utilize a towel or a hand weight, I want you to go ahead and use it. Grab that right now. And if you're going to use a hand weight, I just have about 2 pounds. So think about anything 3 pounds and smaller if you can. And if we're not going to use a hand towel or any weight, we can just focus on bringing our hands and palms together. Okay. So go ahead and grab onto whether that's your towel, your hand weight, or your hands. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is have your hands on your thighs, your feet planted on your floor. Just give me a quick close your eyes and then open them. What do you see? Find a target. So I know a lot of you may be looking at me, but I want you to try find somewhere on your computer that you can lock your eyes in, maybe something that's not moving. And we're going to focus on our posture and using our visual system, our eyes, to help with that. Now lock onto that target. Now I want you to bring your body closer to it and then further away. Good. Repeat. Get closer to your target and further away. Closer to your target, further away. One more. Using your eyes and getting closer to your target, further away. Now find somewhere in the center. So now what I want you to do is bring this to your chest. So we're going to go in. This is really good for if you struggle with any postural instability. I want you to look at your target. Try not to get any closer or further away with your eyes and reach that hand weight or that towel out and back into your chest. So the goal here is actually, can we keep our torso from moving with that towel? And then that's going to give us a little bit more postural stability. Good. Keep pressing. Focus on that target. Don't move any closer or further away from it. We're going to go 10 more seconds. Take your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand weight or towel back into your lap. Now let's repeat. Get closer to your target, further away. Nice. Closer to your target, further away. One more. Closer to your target and away. Find somewhere in center. Now, bring that towel back up. Try not to get any closer to your target and lift and lower that towel or hand weight above and below your target. Still working on that good posture, not letting our torso or our head sway to what we're looking at. It's good. I like to see everybody using their towel and hand weight. Nice work. Let's go for a couple of more. Don't get any closer or further away from your target. Last one, and bring it in. All right, let's repeat. Now let's get our eyes moving towards our target and away. Towards our target and away. Good. One more. Towards our target and away. Now bring that towel back out or that hand weight, and you're going to just take it like you're driving a steering wheel. Again, focusing on a part of your body, whether that's your head or your chest, not getting any closer to that target. Or you can think about you're not getting any closer towards that computer of yours as you're going into that arm movement. Take your time, go into a pain-free. Doesn't have to be big, just needs to be a little bit relaxed and comfortable for you. You're going to go 10 more seconds. Keep looking at that target. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. So who's ever here used their eyes to help with their posture? Is this something good? And it might be something new, but we can use our eyes in our exercise to give reference to where our body is. Now what I want you to do, let's take that hand weight or towel in just one hand. Okay? Now look at your visual target. Now let's just move side to side of it. Yeah, you're going to move to the left and right of your visual target. And that target's not moving, but you're utilizing that target to move your body. Now, if you have any episodes of freezing gait or that shuffling, this is a good thing to use. Think about moving towards your target or moving towards the side of a target that you have in front of you. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, find yourself in the center of your target. Now, what I want you to do is just bring that hand weight or towel out to the side. And the goal here is not to shift left or right of our visual target. Go through a pain-free range with that hand towel or hand weight. Keep focusing on your target, not getting any to the left of it or to the right. 10 more seconds with this movement, and then we're going to go into a bicep curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try not to go left or right of your target as you go into that bicep curl with your towel, hand weight, water bottle, whatever you got. Good. 10 more seconds. Stay centered with your visual target, whatever that is. Go 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Good. Now let's shift back left to right of that visual target. Make it as big and small as you want. Let our body and brain know how to move around something. Just like if you were walking in public, right? If someone walks in front of you, you kind of got to dodge and weave. Or if you're at the movie theater, those seats are really close. So we got to move around objects that are not moving and that are moving. All right, find yourself in the center. Try not to move around your target as you lift and lower that towel. Good. That's it. Nice and centered with your visual target for 10 more seconds with this one. Then we'll switch that bicep curl. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go with that bicep curl, but not moving to the left or right of that visual target. Again, focus right here is on our postural stability, using our eyes as we move our arms, but not the rest of our body. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay, so we first focus was using on our eyes and working on a little bit of posture. So now I want you can put your hand towel down. Grab some water for these next 30 seconds if you like. Also, I'm going to give people opportunity to stand with this next portion. We'll be integrating our body into like a little bit of boxing, but I will also show you seated variations too. If you are standing, pull that chair up and to the side of you. And know that you may have to switch the position of your chair and your body if you're standing, okay? But we will use that chair for support. Okay? If you're seated, you're just going to stay right in that spot that you already are. Okay? So we're going to reground ourselves. Push one foot down into the ground and release it. Good. Keep going. If you're seated, you're just going to be in that chair pushing down into that ground and releasing that foot. Just giving you some options whether you're standing or seated. Good. Give me two more. Push your foot down into the ground and relax it. Down into the ground and relax. Good. Now try that other foot. Push down into the ground. Think about your body getting taller as you push through. Down into the ground. Grounding yourself. It's important to understand where the ground is and where your foot is. Good. Try for one more and relax. Also, I'll be switching in and out of my seat and chair. That doesn't mean that you have to. If you're standing, stay standing. If you're seated, stay seated. So I'm just going to go seated so you give that variation. So what's important for boxing? We need some shoulder movement, right? Sometimes our forearm can do all the movement, and we want to get a little bit more out of that shoulder. So I want you to take one hand and stimulate that arm. Rub that arm. See if you can feel that. Can you move your skin around? Can you move your shirt around? Wake our system up. This by touching our skin, that kind of wakes our brain and arm up, being like, oh, hey, here it is. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is not just focus on this lower portion of your arm, focus on this upper portion of your arm. You can put your hand on it. I'll give you two options. And think about that upper portion rotating in and out. Or you can think about your shirt. Move your shirt inward and outward. It's really great if you have a long sleeve shirt because watch my shirt kind of wrinkle up and open up. You see how that happens right there? So I'm getting that good internal and external motion of that shoulder. Good. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Work on the rotation of the upper arm, not just the lower. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stimulate that other arm. Shake it out. Good. Find it. Let the body know where it is. All right. Now let's go into that internal and external rotation. That shoulder's coming towards our chest and away, towards our chest and away. Good. Towards our chest and away. Go 10 more seconds. Keep that spiral going in a pain-free range. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now let's bring the arms up like we would if we were going to box. Let's do right or one side. As you go across your midline, I want you to think about that upper arm coming and rotating in towards your chest and rotating out. In towards your chest and out. Or you think about that bicep coming towards that chest and away, towards that chest and away. Go for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. Get that rotation, that arm spiral as you throw that punch or as you reach out in front of your chest. Good. Rotation in and out. Move that shirt in towards your chest. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good. Okay, now we're going to move on to a little bit of lower body, and then eventually we're going to just take them all and work them all together. So what I want you to do, if you're standing, I just want you to go wide base, short base, wide base, short base. Now keep going. We're going to keep doing this for 30 seconds. If you are seated, you're just going wide base, short base, wide base, short base. Keep those movements. Yeah. Keep it going. Find each side of the foot. Get the feet a little bit further away from your midline and a little bit closer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pause. Now I want you to find somewhere that's in the middle of those. Not so close, not so wide. Something in the middle. And then you're going to go into a staggered step. So if you're standing, it's going to look like this, one foot in front of the other. I'm going to have my left foot out here in front of my right. And if you're seated, it's just like this, one foot in front of the other. Okay, now I just want you to work on shifting that weight. Go to the front foot, go to the back foot, go to the front foot, and the back foot. Now keep going. I'm going to switch into my chair to help people out that might be seated. You're just going to go towards your front foot and towards your back foot, toward your front foot, toward your back foot. Again, working on that weight shift that you need for boxing. Good. Don't need to throw punches. Just get that weight shift. Get to what it's feeling like. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you are seated, I want you to think about you have a back pocket right on your butt. So now as you shift towards your front foot, you're going to bring that back pocket with you and then away, with you and away. If you're standing, you're going to think about that front pocket. Okay, we need hip movement when we go into that boxing. So you're going to think about that front pocket moving towards your front leg and away. So we get that hip rotation in there. And it doesn't have to be big. So now I just want everybody think about your pocket coming with you, whether that's your front pocket or that's your back pocket. Good. And this is helping us just move our pelvis around our leg a little bit. Good. I like to see that front and back pocket moving a little bit more as we shift that weight. And it's okay to have your hand there. You can think about your hand coming with you and away, with you and away, with you. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring the arms up. We're going to stick with one side. So I want your fist or shoulder to go with your pocket. So you're going to move them together as you go through that midline and come back. Good. Push through and come back. Push through, come back. I want both upper and lower body moving with you as you go into that punch. Okay, we got to use our body. We got to use those hips. What helps you the most? Does it help thinking about that front pocket moving with you as you throw your punch to get a little bit more weight shift? 10 more seconds. Keep it up. Go at your own pace. Bring that pocket with you. 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Good. Shake it out. Now let's switch foot positions. Again, if you're seated, you're just going to switch it like this. Okay. Just get a little weight shift first. See what your body wants to do. Don't tell it what to do right now. Let's just see how it moves. Okay. Find your pocket, whether it's that front pocket or that back pocket, and bring it with you. Good. Shift it with you. Now, if you're seated, it's going to be a little bit smaller and maybe just a little bit harder because the way we're positioned in the chair, but that's okay. You just really get me a little bit of weight shift and bring that hand or that pocket along with you. Good. I want 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms and hands up. Okay. Take that pocket and that arm with you as you move towards that front foot. That's it. Bring that pocket along for the ride. Keep it going. We're going to do these for just 30 seconds. I want you to just work at your own pace, but I want you to focus on a part of that hip, whether it's that pocket, front or back, going with you along with that punch. Good. A little less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. We're going to add in that a little bit more coordination with that. Okay. So right now I'm just a hip width stance. I'm going to show you both seated and standing. You're just going to switch your feet. Switch your feet. Okay. Moving your pockets back and forth, back and forth. Okay. If you're seated, it's just going to look like this. Switch those feet. Switch those feet. Get in a little bit of that weight shift. Okay. So let's start working on that for 30 seconds. If you want to put your hands on your hips, that's fine. Move those hips as you step. Okay. That's it. Now, we don't want to put our hands down into our pockets, but we can think about our pockets right there moving with us. And that's going to help our body and moving around that leg. Good. Keep it up. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, take a break. Take a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now we're going to introduce that step, punch. Move your pockets. Punch. Move your pockets. Punch. Okay, if you're seated, it's just going to look like this. Move, punch, shift, and punch. Go ahead. Just start working on that. I just want you to go through that staggered stance, reach it out. Staggered stance, reach it out. Keep working on, can I get my pockets to move as I throw and step back? Good. Move your pockets with you. If you need to just do a wide base, that's okay. Move that pocket as you go side to side for 30 more seconds, okay? That's it. Keep it going. Nice work. Move the pocket with the fist. Move the pocket with the fist. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice work. Take a breath. Okay. Good time to just grab a little bit of water in between. Good. Now, has anybody actually utilized thinking about a part of their clothing to help move their body? Or did that help anybody? Did you think about really that pocket or moving that shirt along with you? All right, we're going to move on a little bit more, and we're just going to do a little bit more exercises kind of similar to gait, as well as some of our warm-ups, okay? So you can be in a seated position, or you can still be standing, okay? I'm going to show you what we're going to do first, and we're just going to go into a staggered stance, one foot in front of the other, and we're going to work on that push-off drill. So if you're standing, you're going to be one foot in front of the other, and that back heel is going to come up and out of its footprint, okay? Up and out, up and out, okay? If you're seated, that back foot's just going to come up and out of that footprint, okay? Good. Now I just want you to start working on that. Bring that heel out of your footprint and back in. Good. Out and back in. Out and back in. It's okay if you get that little bit of weight shift in there too, but I really want you to focus on that back heel or the back of your shoe coming up and out, up and out. Let's go 5 more seconds with this side. 3, 2, 1. Switch your feet up, okay? Now think about that back heel. It's my left, maybe not yours, but just bring it out of its footprint. Good. Now, as you bring it out of your footprint, can you move towards your target and away? Yeah, towards your target and away. This is just very similar to what we did in boxing, and it's very similar to walking. We need that push off. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch back into that staggered. So these are going to be a little bit harder. So if you need to sit down, sit. If you need to stand, use something to hold on to. Okay, so I want you to bring that back heel off. Give me 3 reps and down. Out of your footprint, back down. I'm going to show you a side profile. Out of your footprint, back down. Now one more. Out of your footprint. Okay, can you hold that? Now can you take that thumb of yours? Good. And can you stay with that heel lifted as you follow your thumb into a little bit of rotation? Think about looking at that thumbnail. Now, if you have tremors and it's upsetting your hand, think about looking somewhere on your forearm as you stay into that push-off drill. This is just where it gets a little bit harder. Good. 5 more seconds. Follow the arm with your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that heel back down. Okay. Now we're going to go again, but we're going to do another spinal movement. And I'm just going to show some people that are seated a little bit. So bring that heel back off that floor. Okay? Bring that hand, thumb in front of you. Now keep that foot heel off its footprint, and we're just going to go down a little bit into a hinge and come up. Okay? Work on it for 30 seconds, but your goal is to keep that push off up and out of its footprint. Now keep going if you're staying seated. I'm just going to show some people if they're standing. It's just going to look like this. We're going to keep that heel up. I'm just going to go follow our arm down and back up. Good. Down, back up. Again, using our eyes to help with a little bit of mobility in our body. How's that? Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Shake those legs. Get a little bit of stepping in there if you need to. All right. Now we're going to work on the opposite. So switch your stance. Use your chair if you need it. Bring that heel up and off the floor. You going into that push off. Up and off the floor. Use your hand for support. Now, take that. Now we just got to go the opposite direction that we didn't turn before. Good. Follow that arm. Doesn't matter which arm you're rotating with. Just try to maintain your push off with that arm and work in that rotation. Good. You're going to go 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax it. I'm going to go back to my chair. You stay standing if you want. Now bring that heel back up, whichever arm you want to use. Go down with it and back up as you stay in that push off. Good. Down with it. Follow it and back up. Really try to lock eyes with some part of your arm and move with it as you go down and as you go up. Good. I'm going to go about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay, now I'm going to have everybody just come back to their chair. Grab your last bit of water if you want. Take a little sip. We're just going to end with getting our posture up a little bit more, okay? So what I want you to do, again, find a visual target in front of you, okay? Now, can you get below that visual target? And then can you really get above that visual target? Yeah, that's what we want, getting above that visual target. Now get below it. Now get above it. One more, get below it. Get above it. Good. Now, can you stay above it? That's the main goal, primary goal. Stay above that visual target and give me 3 deep breaths. In through your nose. Exhale out. Good. In through your nose. Exhale out. Stay above that target. In through your nose. Exhale out. Okay, now let's add in a little bit of a bigger movement. I want you to reach for your target. And then we're going to come up big, but your goal is to become up higher than your target each time. Reach, get down towards your target, and then come up and above it. Good. Reach towards your target, come up and above it. One more. Reach towards your target, bring that posture up, come up and stay above your target. Good. Keep those arms out, bring them down, and come back up with them. Stay above your target the whole time. This is the hard part. Your primary goal is just to stay above that target. Keep that posture going strong. And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, One, bring it in and relax it, deep breath. Let's just get some more wiggles into that shirt. Good. Wiggle into your chair. Find your legs in your chair. Good. Find your feet on the floor and relax. Good. Nice work. All right, everybody. So we did a lot, but our main goal was what? To use our eyes and to use parts of our body just to help us move more. Sometimes with the symptoms of Parkinson, if let's say we're shuffling, we want to be like, oh, take a step. But sometimes the base where the basal ganglia is and the impact it has, that voluntary movement or telling our body what to do, it just doesn't work sometimes. So if we use a reference point, like our pocket, like who knows where their pockets are? Yeah, they're right there on your hips or in the back of your butt. So we can use references and our eyes to one, either move better or to find stability. Okay. So I want you to think just for the next 30 seconds. I want you to take one thing that you may have learned today, whether it's that worked for you, that spoke for you. Not everything may have resonated with you. That's why our body is so different and we all need different cues. But see if you can find one thing that worked today, whether it was part of your warm up, using your eyes. And I want you to try to implement that one thing that felt good to you, that spoke to you throughout the rest of your day. Okay. Now, I think you all did an amazing job. I kept on trying to scroll up and down to see everybody that was participating. And I'm just here right now to see if you have any questions or if you wanted to share something that worked for you, or maybe something that didn't work for you that we can give you another cue that might work better. But totally up to you if you have any questions. Oh, thanks, Karen. And then I'm also uh, going to just put in my information. Wait, let me see. I just saw a question. Give me 1 second. It would have helped to have a bullseye on the wall. Yes, Rich. Hey, Rich, you know something that would be really good that you can use? Get a post-it note and write a dot on it or write some numbers on it. So that way you can use it. Almost like too. And Rich, do you box? No boxing. That's okay. But use your numbers in your eyes. So I like to use it for a turn too. So if I put a one here, a post-it here with a one, a post-it there with a two, and a post-it there with a three, I try to look at the post-it and then move to it. Look at the post-it and move to it. Our eyes are very important and it can really help us move. Notice balance is better on the right than on the left. Okay. And then that's a good observation. And it's not bad or good. It's just something that we can continue to work on. And, challenge yourself on that left side. Get back onto that left side and see if you can use that visual target. And then stay on that left side and move a limb without moving around that visual target to get some practice and use those eyes a little bit more. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you all. I'm that's important to me. I want your body to feel good after you exercise. You know, we want to do big movements, but we gotta understand we gotta try to do them in pain-free or use our body in a different way or use cues. Former ballet dancer. Oh, nice. All right, everybody. I really appreciate your time. If you have any other questions, I think Danielle's going to send along my information. My information's in the chat too. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to, talk to you about anything in regards to Parkinson's and how to use specific cues for your specific body. Lateral stability problems, but I felt better to use the eyes. Yes, Constance. Nice. Use those eyes for that stability. Thanks, Pedro.
Right. So thank you so much, Corey, again for your guidance in moving our bodies today. Like Corey mentioned, we will be sharing his information in our follow-up email. So give us a week or so to put that together and share the recording from today's session. So thank you everyone here who joined us today. And thank you for continuing to show up, whether live or by keeping up with our Fitness Friday videos each week. If you have any questions or would like to access our free resources, please feel free to reach out to our helpline by calling 1-800-4PD-INFO or emailing helpline@parkinson.org. We thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care.